back to Linda's Pantry. So today we're gonna do a little outdoor video. I'm gonna show you some before and after of us working on the garden. We're putting some electric fence up because our German Shorthair strut likes to get out and go hunt birds when he's not supposed to in the back open area behind us. So we're fixing that little problem because we'd sure hate to lose him. Anyways, we're gonna take a look at the garden before we get it rototilled and prepped. We're also going to prep a new area for pumpkins, and probably some squash will fit in there as well. I've got some organic pumpkin seeds that we're gonna put in, and we've already got some started, and they're about, I don't know, I'm looking at them, they're probably, 8-10 inches tall. I'm also gonna change my raised bed a little bit, so I wanna bring you along for that. And if you guys, if this inspires you and you like to garden, or you're thinking maybe you wanna start gardening, maybe this will get you going, because honestly and truly, you don't have to make it a big chore. It's gonna look like it's gonna be a big chore, but it's really not. So let's go take a look outside and see what's going on out there.
So here we are, here's our raised bed. We're gonna try to get these trumpet vines out of here because they really are kind of invasive, and I wish I would have just bought grapevines for this. But the flowers that they told us it was going to be, they said it was going to be pink flowers with the yellow centers, and they are not pink or yellow. They're red like everybody else's, but we're going to try to get these out of here. At each end I have some parsley. That's Italian parsley. Got some down at this end as well. Looks like somebody might have laid on it. And then here, like right here, I've got a bare rhubarb and one over there as well, right there. And then all along this edge here, but you can see some of these have already sprouted. I've got some onions, purple and yellow onions, some volunteer parsley over there. And that, again, I will put string beans that will trellis up to the top of the pergola. So we're going to come over here, and I've got my barrel with herbs in it, some parsley, dill. The sage came back, and so did the chives. And the chives are delicious. We had them in sour cream mashed potatoes last night, along with our meatloaf. It was to die for. Delicious. So there's my parsley. And we're going to go over to the garden fence. I've got I've put these baskets, and last year I had strawberries in them. Well, they don't winter well, that it gets too cold because there's not enough ground beneath them to keep them warm. Although I've got 2 in this old pot here that look like they were going to sprout, so we're going to give them a chance. I guess there's 3 in there. We're going to give them a chance and see if they'll come back. And so now I have, that's romaine lettuce. I haven't planted that bag yet. I've got, in here, this is radicchio, okay, and romaine and a red lettuce, and radicchio and a red lettuce, and romaine and a red lettuce. And again, we've got red lettuce and a radicchio in the middle on that one. So that's nice because in the heat of the day, these baskets are shaded from the afternoon sun. It's about 2:30 right now, and you can see they're nice and shady over here. So, and the lettuce, maybe it won't bolt as fast. Down here, I've got raspberries, and they're actually, this one's trying to spread already. And I just put this in last year. So we got a little sprout over here and about 3 branching off from it. I planted a bare root down here, and then I've got this trellis, so that will kind of keep them contained. So I planted 2 bare root yellow or gold raspberries. There's another one here, and they both had a little bit of green sprouting on them, so I hope they take. I treated them with an acidic fertilizer. This is my raspberry bush here that's also spreading, and this is a blackberry, so it's coming back, which is good. It's not fantastic looking yet, but It will be, and we are going to trellis this as well. I'll probably trellis it against the fence. And this is my gooseberry. And we've got blooms all over it, so we should get plenty of little gooseberries this year. Maybe we can make some jam or a pie or something. And here's my pear tree, and it bloomed, and we have not had a frost, and it's got, if you see right here, I don't know if they'll stay on, there's little baby pears. I see a bunch of them. I'm very excited. There's a whole bunch there. And this pear tree has been grafted to three different pears. So if it keeps these pears on, we're going to be very, very happy. We'll be able to do lots with them. So this is the third year this tree's been in the ground. And it's about 6 feet tall now. So I might do some pruning and pinching here. My little apple trees came back. Yay! And they haven't flowered yet, obviously. They're just leafing out. I don't know what they're going to do. But that was the one that Sage attacked, and it made it. And then over here is a newer one, because Sage attacked the tree that was there, and it didn't make it. So we had to buy another one. So this year is its second year in the ground. The middle one is its third year. So I'm going to take you over to the garden area, let you see what's going on. Alright, so in this barrel here I just planted kale seeds, and around the edge here I've got some green onions that came out of my kitchen. They'll regrow. I just cut the root end off and stick them in the ground. Anyways, so this is full of dinosaur kale, and we're really excited. This is an heirloom variety, so we'll be able to let some of it go to seed and save some seeds as well. And then in the next barrel over, I've got some Napa cabbage. And this actually got frozen. You know, I put it in pretty early, and then we had a frost, and it bit it back to the ground, but all of those came right back. So it'll probably be a pretty hardy vegetable. We love Napa cabbage. And then over here is a winter kale. I'm hoping that this does well. It looks like it's going to. These leaves are starting to get that dark curly. The other over here, to me, this almost looks like a cabbage. So they may have mismarked it, and if they did, that's okay. We'll enjoy it anyway. We may have to move it, but we'll enjoy it. But those look like cabbage. This definitely looks like kale. And then in here, we've got my rhubarb. Look at that. It isn't ready either. If you get in here, you can see these aren't quite ready yet. But oh my, I'm going to make so many different things with rhubarb for you guys. And I just bought a half a flat of strawberries that are wonderful. So by the time that this rhubarb is ready, we will have strawberries. Now I'm going to let you look at the garden area. And this is, we're going to get all this debris out of here. It will go in the burn pile. I've got all that mulch on top of that fabric, and I will try to bag that up to save some of it, get rid of the fabric, and we'll get our garden all tilled up and weed free, and we'll be ready to start planting. What I'm going to do first is set up walls of water for the tomatoes. And now I'm going to take you and show you my new pumpkin patch area, because there's not room. This garden area is 24 by 15. So we really want to have a bigger area. So we're going to put in an 8 by 24, maybe even 10 by 24 foot area over at the edge of the dirt. So I'll take you over there and show you. Okay, so what looks like just a bunch of sandy dirt here, we're going to till this up, and from this bigger rock here all the way to the big rock at the end there is going to be 24 foot and 8 to 10 feet deep, and that'll be plenty of room for pumpkins and maybe even squash. I've got let's see, 3 giant pumpkin plants, and then I planted 2, or I've got started 2 other heirloom pumpkin plants. So when we get this tilled up and cleaned up, I'll bring you back for another look. I couldn't have you guys outside and not bring you over to see the girls. They're so cute. They're very happy in their new house. Huh, girls? Let me see if they'll come over and say hi. Hi. Hi, my loves. Hi, ladies. How's it going? Hi. You pretty girl. Yeah. Yep. They're pretty cute. They really enjoy their little house. They tuck themselves in at night and doing really good. All right, almost time to put wheels on this thing so I can move it around, but I want to wait till they're big enough that they can't get out of there. Okay, so as you can see, I'm getting my pumpkin patch all rototilled, and I'm excited. It's going to be about 8 by 24, right in there. Plenty of room for pumpkins, maybe even some squash. We'll see. But these are supposed to be really big pumpkins. Hey, Strut. Hi, Strut. What's he doing? Hi, buddy. Good boy. All right, so we're working. We are working away. Got a burn pile started. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to utilize some old tires, and this is going to be an experiment of sorts. I've got these tires that, to me, they could be used for something, and I'm going to use them to plant things, one of which will be my potatoes. Potatoes don't grow down, they grow out, sideways, and up. So this should work fabulous. What I'm doing, I'm also utilizing some old straw that's out back. So I'm going to put my seed potatoes, and these are Kennebec seed potatoes. You can see they got some pretty good starts on them. Of course, I can't see what I'm looking at, but so I'm just going to put these with the shoots pointing up because that's what you want. And when they pop up through this, I'm going to put 4 in here, maybe 5. When they pop up through this straw, then I'll put another layer of straw and another layer of potato sets. And I don't cut my sets. You can if you want to, but I'm not going to. So we're going to go ahead, and once it comes up to here, we can add another tire, and each layer will get better and better. So we'll see how this works. If it works, guys, you might have a new way to grow potatoes and save space. So I'm going to wind this video up with, we got that bed all cleaned out, 2 rhubarb plants in there. I put some nice heavy compost over the top, really rich. I've got some onions planted on this side, and beans will be going up the trellis on the other side. Parsley at each end. I got my herb barrel done. We got the beast out and rototilled both areas. Nice Strut. And this barrel, I've got little tiny greens popping up. This is all kale, and it's the dinosaur kale, so I'm super excited. There's some onions around the outside as well. This is Napa cabbage. And we're going to go over here. I've got more kale, and it's not all the kale I'm going to plant. I eat so much of this, and the chickens love it, and so we're going to plant plenty of kale. And I'm still unsure whether that other one's kale or if it's a cabbage. But we'll find out. There's the big rhubarb. Oh my gosh. And here's the garden area. Now, sorry for all the movement. We got this all rototilled, a new fence up because that wire fencing was 10 years old. And this is a rabbit fence, so it's very close together at the bottom. We've never had issues at all with rabbits. They're all over our yard when the dogs aren't out here, but we never have an issue. And then we've got a sprinkler system set up so it comes on automatically. I don't have to worry about watering anything over here. We pulled off most of the mulch because we don't want to purchase it again. Some of it got tilled right into the soil, but you can see this soil is really dark and rich. And it was, when it was damp, it's almost black. It's so dark. I'm going to put down the cloth, or the weed preventer fabric, as soon as it's not a windy day, because it's kind of hard to deal with if it's windy, and then put the mulch back over it. And I've got to get my walls of water up. I've got them out. I'll probably try to get that done tomorrow before the wind kicks up. And so there's an update on our garden. I've got my pumpkin patch out there. I'll take you inside and show you what I've got started as far as starts go. And you guys saw that where I'm doing the potatoes. I ordered some more raspberries and 2 grapevines this morning, so I'll be planting those as well. All right, let's go see what I got inside. So I've got 6 serrano pepper plants. These are the giant pumpkin plants here. I've also got some heirloom pumpkin seeds started back there. They haven't popped up yet. And this is cabbage. There's 4 of those. In this over here, I've got pumpkin right there, and that's that heirloom pumpkin. They're already popping through, and I put plastic wrap on it just to kind of keep it like a little hothouse. In this is some more kale. Started some. We'll see what happens. And these are all, let's see, these are my zucchini from last year that I saved the seeds out of. So we're going to see if these germinate. If they don't, then I'll be heading to the nursery. Hopefully they do, because I gave some of these away. Anyway, they should. They're heirloom, organic, non-GMO, yeah. And then these 4 green cups are giant sunflowers. And then I've got back here basil and parsley. So we'll start those and move those out when it's warm enough. So that's what I've got started inside. And you know what? We don't plant our gardens here in Nevada until the snow melts off the mountain. And it snowed up there just day before yesterday. So we've got a ways to go. The walls of water will help the tomato plants though. So that being said, I guess I'll give you an update when something else is going on. All right, guys. See you later.